know, 7-3.
Event time, Denver. Please welcome to the blue corner, Nikolai Veretennikov.
And now, getting ready for the main event of the evening, we have Nikolai Veretennikov coming to us by way of the training lab in Southern California from Kazakhstan. One thing that is going to be interesting of note to see with this contest, Dustin, is we do see the height advantage for Nikolai. However, he is the shorter on the reach end of things. So we have Austin Jones standing in at 5'9", as opposed to Nikolai 6'2". However, Veretennikov has a reach listed at 74 inches, with Austin Jones having a reach at 75 inches.
Interesting. Yeah, we got... It should be a pretty good scrap, man. Good test for both guys. We have a former Factory X training partner and student in Marcus Edwards in the corner of
Veretennikov.
Thank you. I didn't want to butcher that. So that's an interesting thing we have going for this fight.
Yeah, they train out there with TJ Dillashaw, with Cub Swanson, Juan Archuleta, guys of that nature. Your Lucas Diaz's of the world. Chet Congo was out there, actually with Marcus for his last camp prior to the Ryan Bader fight.
Well, here we go. Veretennikov looks in shape and ready to roll.
A welterweight looking like a middleweight almost at this point. That's a big
Austin
man.
Jones.
And making his way to the red corner, the former Nebraska Cornhusker football product, Austin Osmosis Jones, sporting an 8-4 record coming out of Factory X. Austin Jones is currently riding a 5-fight win streak at the moment. We last saw him in action in the main event of the Midwest Championship fighting 6 months ago in March.
Austin's a kid who's really starting to come into his own. He had a rocky start to the beginning of his career, and I think he's on a 5-fight win streak, and he's looked impressive in all of those fights, and you know, I can see it being around him at the gym and just gaining that confidence. He's a good kid, he's a good student, and he's really starting to come into his own element.
You know, he has a saying that he always posts on his social media and just echoes whenever you talk to the man day by day. You know, I think that, as you mentioned, he started off a little bit rocky, so he had to kind of simplify the approach and attack it on a day-to-day basis as opposed to looking at things from the macro perspective view. So attacking it in a small increment has been his key to success.
Yeah, no doubt. There's never been any kind of doubt whatsoever that this kid has the skills and the abilities to be good and to be great. Exceptional athlete, hard worker, just a good kid. So sometimes you're your biggest enemy.
3 rounds of the Fury FC welterweight division, and is your main event of the evening. The time for talk is over. It's time to feel the Fury. Your main event is brought to you by Odyssey Beer Works, a family-owned craft brewery and tap room featuring beer styles from around the world. Colorado brewed, Colorado proud, Odyssey Beer Works. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighing in at 170 pounds. Representing Team Cyborg, he holds a professional record of 6 victories, only 3 defeats. This is the Gladiator, Nikolai He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in officially at 169 pounds. Fighting out of Factory X, he holds a professional record of 8 victories, only 40 defeats. This is Austin Osmosis Jones. Your referee,
Here we go, man.
The final is
Certainly the crowd favorite tonight.
You look around at the crowd, and there's a lot of people on their feet.
Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch him up if you want.
Hey, it's been a great card. Let's finish strong here, huh?
Yes, sir. Both referee Bobby Wambacher looks to kick the evening off. Kick the main event off, I should say. Low kicks exchanged by both fighters to start the action. Jones in the white trunks with Veretennikov in the black and yellow.
Okay, Austin looking for a little straight to a takedown there, but didn't pursue.
Jones, another guy who is very solid with his top pressure once he gets you down to the ground.
Filling out process. Verettennikov comes right down the pipe and lands good too. Good front kick. I'd like to see some level changes by Austin here. Austin throwing the 1-2 lead high kick as called by his coach, Mark Montoya.
A lot of respect between these two guys right now in the early going.
Yeah, you can see Nicolay just really being, just kind of taking it all in here. Until he's really in the zone, trying to slow things down. Austin, he always moves, man. He's a hard guy to deal with because he's constantly moving. That must be something the Factory X camp has been working on, those step-in right elbows. Seen a couple of them from their fighters tonight. Oh, and a good spinning back kick by Verettennikov that caught Austin. And he felt that.
You know, one thing circling back to those elbows that you mentioned, a guy who is heavy with those is Ian Heinisch, who happens to be one of Austin's main training partners.
Well, here Verettennikov just went to the body, and then he caught a nice left hook with Austin, and he's coming in hard.
Verettennikov is looking to finish right now.
Austin's out. Austin's out on the ground. Austin is out on the ground. Wow. That's an explosive finish right there by Nicolay Verettennikov.
And it was all started off by that body shot. You saw the body shot right away.
That spinning back kick
take the air out.
And then it wasn't a few seconds later, he hit a hard right to the body that stunned him again. And he came charging at him and caught him with a left hook that kind of sent Austin down. And there was a couple that followed on the ground that put Austin out, man. Explosive finish by Nicolay Verettennikov.
Pretty even with the exchanges until we saw that body kick.
I could tell right off the bat from seeing this Nicolay that he's an explosive fighter.
Very much a fast twitch build.
No doubt, man. That spinning back kick, that really did hurt Austin. And for those watching, that was an exceptional poker face because I know he was served far more than he showed. And then he caught another one, and then another, and then that hook. And it's hard, man. They just keep adding up, especially when they happen that close to each other.
He left him no room to recover between those, especially happening so early, so fresh. He still had all of the gas in the tank, if you will, to sprint after that once he saw that momentary moment of opportunity.
No doubt, man. That was explosive. That was a man. He was a shark in water right there. He smelled blood. What an action night. I mean, what a great fight card.
Now, according to Nikolai Veretenikov's cornerman, he is actually undefeated as a professional. According to his corner, those 3 losses came by way of what were supposed to be or supposedly considered amateur bouts over in
Ladies and
Kazakhstan.
gentlemen, referee.
However, without him having
for stop to
been
the action.
we
2
see that as
minutes,
3.
24 seconds into the very first round. Declaring your winner by TKO, the Gladiator, Nikolai Veretенников.
You know, I don't know if they're going to interview him here. But that's a very good fort, Jordan. They did say those 3 losses on his record were exhibition matches in a different country, 2-minute rounds. If that is the case, I would like to see them take that off.
Real quick, you pick up an impressive victory over a very worthy opponent in Austin Jones. You improve your record to 7-3. What's next for you, big man?
My next fight was a title. Inshallah.
You hear that, promoter Eric Garcia? He wants a title shot.
Yes, I want a title shot. Yeah, exactly. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you for everybody for coming for my fight, for watching, to see my fight. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Kazakhstan alga.
Give it up one more time for your winner, the Gladiator, Nikolai Veretенnikov.
That's a good young fighter right there, man. How old is that kid? Does not say.
I don't see his age listed
Let's
there.
get to it.
He's
I didn't
young.
find it within my research either,
Denver,
but
Colorado,
young.
thank you for making our inaugural show here a success. We hope to be back soon. There's a date being discussed. As soon as it's confirmed, we'll be making that announcement. You can follow us on Facebook, Fury Fighting Championship. You can follow us on Instagram at Fury Fighting. Be the first to know when we're coming back to Denver, Colorado. We know you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with us, and for that, we thank you. We hope you have a safe drive home.